Hey, what's up? Welcome to a new reading vlog. It is currently Wednesday, June 25th at 6:13 p.m. This is my first, not my first video. This is my first reading vlog back in like over a month, so hopefully things go well. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about, it's gonna be very vague because my battery's dying. But let's talk about a little bit what I'm going to be reading in this vlog. So one is No One Was Supposed to Die in This Wedding by Catherine Mack. It's a murder mystery. I'm currently on page 19, chapter 2. I'm trying to read a little bit out of my norm. So murder mystery, a bit out of my norm. So hopefully I enjoy this. The other book I'm reading, I'm not sure how far I'm into that book, but the book I'm reading is My Plain Jane by the Lady Janies. Really enjoying this so far. I'm excited to get more into it. I'm reading it on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited, so that's mainly what I'm going to be reading when I'm commuting to and from work, and that's one of the things I'm going to try and incorporate more of to up my reading game, because I've been lacking on my reading game and I kind of feel like I'm in a bit of a slump. So I'm hoping things turn around. But yeah, that's basically my update for now. I'm excited to get more into these next two books, but right now I'm gonna start editing a video I just filmed, just talking about why I haven't posted a video in over a month. So if you haven't watched that, I'm going to link it up here in the cards so you could check that out and see like why I've been gone for a bit. So yeah, that's the update, and I'll catch you guys later at some other point once I have reading updates. It's now technically Sunday, June 12:52 a.m. There's a bug on my lens. Not the lens, the screen. Okay. I just had to do an update. I'm currently reading My Plain Jane. Okay, I have to go back a few pages. So basically, in the scene, it's nothing like plot-wise, like no spoiler plot-wise. There's a random thing that's currently happening. But basically, Jane, I'm gonna vaguely say what's going on, kind of vaguely, whatever. Jane is somebody's singing a French song, and Jane is translating the lyrics. And it says, the first few lines are about a famous dancer in a club. She wore flowers in her hair and a dress that, oh, and I was like, Copacabana? Like, what's happening? And then it goes on. The letter later says that and she was in love with a dealer of cards, and at night they, oh my. And then it says like the how she's translating it, they continue to love each other. And then in the last verse, the boyfriend found out about infidelity and stabbed the dancer and her other lover. And then I was like, wait, what are the lyrics to Copacabana? Because I'm like, does she cheat on him and he ends up stabbing her and the boyfriend? So that's not the last verse in Copacabana, but I read the lyrics and I was like, what are these lyrics? I don't think I've ever I don't know if I ever listened to the entire song, or maybe I just never pay attention to what the lyrics are, but the last verse in Copacabana, her name is Lola. She was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago when they used to have a show. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. Still in a dress she used to wear, faded feathers in her hair. She sits there so refined and drinks herself half blind. She lost her youth and she lost her Tony. Now she's lost her mind. What are these lyrics? Bruh, what? So not exactly how whatever song this is in My Plain Jane, but it's very similar. Like the first like line, the first few lines where she says it's about a famous dancer in a club. She wore flowers in her hair and a dress. Like the beginning, if you don't know, the beginning of Copacabana is her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. So that's what made me think Copacabana. But yeah, the last verse different, but samesies. Yeah, I just had to update you guys on that because I was like, what is happening? But yeah, so far, yeah, I'm still really enjoying this. I love this character named Helen. Not gonna tell you too much about what Helen is about, but yeah, I really like her. I don't know if it's just because I like her, just because the way I'm reading her lines in my head, I'm playing her off as like being a little bit sassy, and that's why I like her character, or I like her character just because she's a good character. I don't know. But let me tell you guys, I think on my Kindle, you know how like on the bottom, you can't really see anything, but on the bottom you could put like, it'll tell you how much you have left in the chapter, or like you put like what page you're on, or how much you have left in the book. So I currently don't have anything on it, and I feel like that was a very good choice, because a little bit ago I was like, I wanted to know how much I had left in the chapter. So the first, I think the first option is page number, and I was like, I'm on page 100. I'm now on page 109. But yeah, I was shocked I was on page 100, and I was like, maybe there is something to like not having anything down there telling you like how much progress you've made, because honestly I thought I was like maybe like 50 pages in, but I was double that. Anyways, yeah. Is there anything else that I can say about My Plain Jane since I have you here? Oh yes, what I wanted to say also is the whole fact that Charlotte Bronte is a character in this book. They talk about, I know she has like sisters, because at least I know like 2, because they're all writers. They also mention, that'd be a spoiler, they also mention other siblings, and I now need to Google at some point if that is historically accurate, if these siblings do exist. Yeah, because now I have to know. So I might look that up, maybe tomorrow. It's 1 a.m. now. I need to go to sleep soon. I am getting kind of tired. I am off tomorrow. Thank you. So I'm excited about that, just because I feel like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm tired of work. I'm tired of it. Tired. So I'm excited to have a day off. I work on Monday though. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But then I got 3 days off, so that's stunning. That's amazing. But yeah, I also have to do laundry tomorrow. there's that. But yeah, it's gonna be mainly, hopefully the plan for like when I wake up in the morning, hopefully workout, laundry, and reading. And that's what I have planned for tomorrow. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying my Plain Jane, and I'm honestly thinking about buying the physical book. Because why not? So yeah, that's the update I have for right now. And I'll talk to you guys again in the morning. What's up? It's days later. Don't even remember the last time I updated this vlog. It was sometime this weekend. Anyways, it's Monday, July 7th. It's 7:56 p.m. And let's do an update. First off, finally got a physical copy of my Plain Jane by Lady Janies, aka Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, Jody Meadows. And I am on page 342. I'm on chapter 29. And I'm really liking this so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm not like in love with, which is the story of my life lately. Not in love with the book, but I am enjoying it so far. Not in love though. But I will say, I'm not sure if I said this already in this vlog, but Helen, love her. She takes no crap from, what the hell was his name? Rochester. She sees right through him. She's like, I don't like him. Yeah, I think I do remember saying that I feel like she's like very sassy. Just the way that she responds to things. One character that I really like. And then Charlotte and Alexander, I'm liking their little it's not like in your face romance, it's just like a little bit, and you could tell that like that they like each other, but they're not like doing or saying anything about it, but you can tell they like each other. This one really funny scene. I don't know how to describe the scene without spoiling anything, so, but this one funny scene between them, and it just made it funny just because I think it's pre-Victorian era, so it's like, you know, everything, like anything could be scandalous, so it wasn't anything serious, but because it's the Victoria era, it made it funny because it was scandalous for the time period. So yeah, funnily enough, Jane is not one of my favorite characters in this book. I don't dislike her, but it's not like I get to like her parts and I'm like, oh, I'm excited to like read from her point of view. But I am, because in her point of view, that's when we get to see more about Helen. But I'm not excited for Jane. And then the other two POVs is Alexander and Charlotte, and I like those two. And yeah, like okay, I'll say this, like with Alexander and Charlotte, they're like flirting but not really. But yeah, so it's just cute, like they're like how they're like learning about each other and like how they're interacting with each other. And yes, and Helen is hilarious. And then Bran, he's a hot mess to say the least. That's the update for now. I'm excited to see like how this does end up wrapping up. I feel like I say this for everything, for like every book. I'm like, oh, there goes my review for every book. Like, oh, I'm liking it, but I'm not loving it, but I'm excited to see how it ends. But I am excited to see how it ends and see how things like wrap up, especially with Rochester. Oh yeah, there was like this little plot twist thing that I didn't see it coming, and I was like, whoa. With Rochester, so that was interesting. So now that's the update for now. I'm gonna go make my lunch for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get back to reading after that. And I was hoping to finish this by tonight, but that's not gonna happen because it's 8 now, and I need to be in bed by the latest 10 p.m. and I'm not gonna get that much done because I have like, I think like 105, 109 pages left, and I'm not gonna be able to finish that. But hopefully I'll get like a good amount done, decent amount, and then I can finish it tomorrow, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as I keep on reading. Hey, what's up? So it's been a while. Let's talk. It's Sunday, July 20th. It's 11:35 a.m. and my Lady Jane. So I finished this like a week ago, but I don't know, I've been procrastinating wrapping up this vlog. Yeah. Okay, so I think rating wise I'm going to give this I don't think it's a 4-star. I think it's like maybe like a 3.75, close to a 4-star, but not quite. Yeah, I felt like it was like very, I enjoyed the story overall, but I did feel like it was a bit slow. And just like, if you're going into these like wanting some like romance, don't go in with high hopes for that, because it's like just like My Lady Jane. Both of these are very, 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 very slow burn. So it takes a while for like anything like romantically to happen. You can see like in this book that like Charlotte and Alexander like each other, but they don't really do anything about it until like more towards the end. So do with that what you will. Yeah, so this series, like, romance wise, is very, 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 very slow burn, so keep that in mind. And then if I do read the next book in this, which is my Calamity Jane, I will keep that in mind, that since the first two books were extremely slow burn, that the third book most likely will be extremely slow burn. But I did really like the humor. I really loved, my favorite character was Helen. I don't want to give too much about exactly who she is, but said what she felt, and I love that about her. She was really funny, and I felt like a lot of things that she would say, it's like what the reader would be thinking, like in those situations. Also, I feel like the whole narrator, I don't know if I'm just confusing it with the TV show, because I feel like My Lady Jane had more of like the narrator breaking the fourth wall more than My Plain Jane did. But those bits when the narrator did break the wall, it was really funny. Like the little like 2 cents that they added in. But overall, it was an enjoyable read, and I do think that I am in some sort of a slump because, again, this took me so long to read. Like every other book that I've read this year, it's taking me like a month to read one book. So I think I am in some sort of a slump, so I'm trying to figure out how to fix that because I have not read much this year. We're already halfway into July. There's not much left of the year, and I'm worried that I won't be reading much this year, but we'll see what happens. Also, I think I did also start this in this video, No One Was Supposed to Die at This Wedding by Catherine Mack. I'm still on page 24. I think I might put a pause on this for like the time being. I think I'm just not in the mood for this, and also like going into it, yeah, I don't know how long it takes to get back to like the part where the murder happens, because like the first chapter was like when the murder happens, murder happens, and then it goes back 2 days in time. So I don't know like how long into the book we get back into like the current like timeline, not timeline, but like time. And yeah, I'm not sure, and I feel like it's gonna take a while to get back into it, and I didn't think that's what this was going to be. I thought it was gonna be like a murder mystery in the sense that like it happens, and then once it's happening, like everyone's trying to figure out who murdered this person. So it's a bit different than I thought it was going to be. So maybe I will like hold off on this for a little bit, maybe pick it up again during spooky season. I don't know, but that's that. If you have read this book, let me know your thoughts were about it without spoiling anything, of course. And yeah, so that is this reading vlog. Hopefully it was at least somewhat entertaining. I don't know what I filmed, honestly. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I catch you guys here next time on Yari. Hearts books.